You can't make the trip to Kamakura without coming to see the big Buddha. Check it out. I've made the trip to Japan more than a dozen times, but I've never taken the time to get out to Kamakura until this past visit. It's an amazing place. Back in the 12th and 13th century, it was the capital of Japan before the Hojo clan lost their reign and the capital was moved to what would become Tokyo. The JR runs directly there. This was the 4th largest city in the world back at its height. Now it's a small city, but it's a very special place and worth the visit. So I decided which 4 or 5 temples and shrines I wanted to see in Kamakura, walked over to the Shinagawa station, spent the 1,000 yen, about 10 bucks, to buy a ticket to Kamakura. Takes an hour. If you haven't taken public transit in Japan, it's amazing. Everything runs exactly on time, and the people are super respectful and easy to be around. Everyone behaves, everyone's quiet. There's absolutely no mayhem or chaos on the trains in Tokyo. The first place I visited in Kamakura was the Engaku-ji Temple, which is considered the 2nd most important temple in the city. It is said that one of the buildings on the temple grounds contains one of the teeth of the Buddha. Don't know about that, but I did hear some absolutely amazing Buddhist monk chants while I was there, which I'll share and hope you enjoy. And while you're listening to that, I would just say that the history here is pretty amazing. It dates back to the 13th century, and it was built in honor of some soldiers that lost their lives during a Mongol invasion the prior year. My second stop in Kamakura was the Kanjo Chi Temple, which is considered first among the great Buddhist temples in Kamakura. It's quite different from back in its heyday, quite a bit smaller, but it still stretches from a gatehouse down below all the way up into the forested hills with many buildings along the way. It's the oldest training monastery in all of Japan, and its bell is considered a national treasure, and there's a wonderful Zen garden on property. There's just zero chance I'm going to get this one correct, so bear with me. The Tsurumugaku Hachimangu Temple is the most important Shinto shrine in all of Kamakura. It's well over 800 years old, and for 700 of those years it was both a Shinto shrine as well as a Buddhist temple before the Japanese government ordered the separation of temples and shrines. So all the Buddhist artifacts were given away, but what remains is this Shinto shrine, and more than 1 million Japanese visit this temple on New Year's Day to kick off their new year and really wish good luck on their family and friends. The Karora is a raised pathway that runs through the main street in Kamakura. It's lined with really nice shopping and cherry trees, and off this street run many different alleys that lead to all kinds of side streets with trinket shops and food shops, and it's really an amazing place to walk around and explore. And they say up to 18 million people wander these streets every year, and it sure felt like it the day I was there. If you make that trip out to Kamakura, make sure you take the Ashima Railway from central Kamakura out to see the Big Buddha. It's a 100-year-old, 6-mile-long private railway that provides a glimpse into what Kamakura was like back about 100 years ago. The Kōtoku-in is a famous shrine in Kamakura that houses the Great Buddha. It's one of the most famous places and one of the most famous Buddhas in all of Japan. Another big Buddha. This one's more than 750 years old, cast out of bronze. Pretty amazing. Second tallest in Japan, but he's the most handsome, they say. It's hollow. You can go inside. It's pretty amazing. It's definitely worth the trip to see the Great Buddha. I finished my day in Kamakura at the Hase-Dera Temple. It's an amazing place. It houses a platform that provides amazing views of the city, the beach, and the outer harbor. It houses a grotto that includes a shrine to Japan's only ancient female goddess. And it's also a place where parents grieving the loss of young children leave these little tiny Jizo statues in their memory. It's really worth the stop. Another wonderful place to see in Kamakura. I hope you found this video of Kamakura interesting. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. I make regular videos. I will see you on this channel again real soon. Thank you, bye-bye, and take care.